Good day, everyone. So we're here again to discuss to you about transforming quadratic function into the form y equals to a times the quantity x minus h squared plus k. So our learning competency here is that the learner transformed the quadratic function defined by y equals to ax squared plus bx plus c into the form y equals to a times x minus h square, quantity square plus k. So what you need to understand here is that, so we have here transforming quadratic function into the form y equals to a times the quantity x minus h squared plus k. Let us explore the two forms of quadratic function. So, hi, I'm Enteng, it said. Come and let's journey together in learning how to transform y equals to ax squared plus bx plus c of quadratic function into the form y equals to a times the quantity x minus h squared plus k. But then, before that, let's recall from our previous lesson that quadratic function is a second-degree function that is written in the form f of x equals to ax squared plus bx plus c, where a, b, and c are real numbers and a is not equal to 0. Okay, so that's it. But wait! What is the general form of quadratic function? Okay, here. The general form of quadratic function is f of x equals to ax squared plus bx plus c. So this is the general form of quadratic function, which is also the same as y equals to ax squared plus bx plus c. Therefore, f of x is just equal to y. So you can write as f of x, or you can just write it as y. Oh no! There's another way, another form of quadratic function, which is the vertex form. So another form of quadratic function is vertex form. What is this vertex form? The vertex form of a quadratic function is given by y equals to a times the quantity x minus h squared plus k, where the point h and k is the vertex of the parabola. What is a vertex? What is vertex? Vertex is the turning point of the curve or of the parabola. Okay. And then, how do you transform general form, which is this one, which is y equals to ax squared plus bx plus c, into vertex form? What do you need to transform general form of quadratic function into vertex form? Well, with this, or with the help of this material, I hope you can find the answer to those questions. You can find it here anyway, so don't worry. So these are the steps in transforming general form into vertex form. Our general form is this one, and you're going to translate it or transform it into vertex form, wherein the opposite of this and this one is your vertex. So our given is the general form. Then step 2, you have to group together the term containing x. So you just put a parenthesis or group the term with x. So term with x. Step 3, factor out A. So factor out A. So factor out A, since walang A dyan, okay, since walang A dito, so you have to write over A so that you can just cancel, so that if you are going to multiply this one and this, you can just cancel out this one and this will retain to the general form. So nothing changed here. Okay, so if you factor out A, be sure that you will write A here. Okay, next, plus C. Step 4, complete the expression in the parentheses to make it a perfect square trinomial by adding the constant. So the constant y, which is the 1/2 of b over a squared. Okay, so 1/2 of b over a squared, then quantity squared, and subtracting, which is this one, or b squared over 4a from the constant term. So again, this is the given, okay, this is the given, or this one. In order for this to make it a perfect square, you have to add here by this one. But then you have to subtract from C, which is this one. That is if your A is not equal to 1. Okay, this is if your A is not equal to 1. But if it's just 1, you don't need to have this one like this. Okay, so this is for A, which is not equal to 1. So again, you will add here. You get the 1/2 of b over a, then square mo yan, then this is the answer. But you have to subtract by this formula. So this formula is just equal to b squared over 4a. 4a, which is this one. Okay. This one is not the same as this if a is not equal to 1. Okay, next. Step 5. Simplify and express the perfect square trinomial as square of binomial. So since this one is a perfect square trinomial, you can write it as square of binomial, which is the factor of b squared rather is b, the factor of 4a squared is 2a. Minus, you just simplify this one. So you just simplify this by cross multiplication. So we have 4ac minus b squared over, understood na may 1, over 4a. So that's why you have here 4ac minus b squared over 4a. Number 6. Since h is negative b over 2a, okay, this is a formula in finding h. So since h is negative b over 2a, you can replace h, this one, by h minus h. That's why you have here minus h. And k is 4ac minus b squared over 4a, which is this one, which is a plus k. So you have now transformed the given standard form into vertex form. So to find the vertex, we have negative b over 2a, your h, your k is 4 times a times c minus b squared divided by 4 times a. So that's the formula in finding the vertex. But then from here, you already transform it, or the general forms transformed it into vertex form following the steps. Okay, so therefore from here, this is now your vertex. the vertex at point. So you just replace the values of A, B, and C here to get the vertex. So, said great transformation just happened as the general form transformed to vertex form. So ending as well was transformed into Captain Barbell, a super friend. Oh, very nice costume. So you have seen how quadratic function transformed to vertex form. So this time, let us have examples to enlighten you more on this topic. So we have illustrative example. Number 1, we have transform y equals to x squared minus 4x minus 10 into the form y equals to a times the quantity x minus h squared plus k, and then identify the vertex of the given quadratic function. So this is the given. Group together. Step 2, group together the term containing x. So, ito na yun. Factor out a. But since a is 1, you don't need to show here. So, still retain. Number 4 or step 4, you have to complete the parentheses to make it a perfect square trinomial. So, just get 1/2 of this. 1/2 of this is -2. Squared, that is +4, but you have to subtract by 4. Since you add 4 here, you have to subtract 4 here, so that if you will subtract these 2, the given will not change, should still remain the same. So again, you just add 4, which is 1/2 of -4 is -2. Squaring it becomes +4, but you have to subtract it by 4 on the other side. So next, on step 5, simplify. So since this is already a perfect square trinomial, therefore you can write it in square of binomial, which is the square of x minus 2. This is minus 14. So this is now in vertex form. Your vertex is the opposite of this, which is 2 and -14. So that is your vertex. Your h is +2, your k is -14. Bravo! The example about help him, not me. Joke. Help him master more the skill in transforming quadratic function, or helping you master the skill in transforming quadratic function in general form into vertex form. Example 2. So another illustrative example. What if your a is not 1? Okay. So step 1, the given. Step 2, you have here a, b, and c. You just use the formula for h and k. So applying the formula for h, okay, your b rather is negative. So your b is 8, but the given h is negative of b over 2a. So replacing the value of b, which is 8, but you have negative there in the formula, so please do not forget the negative sign. Then divided by 2 times your a, which is 2 also. So that's why we have here -8 over 4 or -2. So that is your vertex. Your h, the value of h. For the value of k, we have this one. So just replace the value 4 times 2. Your c is -12. So this will become -96 minus b squared. Your b is 8. Squared is 64. And that is -160 over 8 or -20. So therefore, substituting the value from here or in here, your h is -2. So this will now become +2 because you have negative there, another negative sa h. So this will become now +2. And your k is -20. So that's why you have minus 20 there. So therefore, replacing that values in this vertex formula, then you have now the vertex form. So therefore, from there, your vertex is -2 and -20. Okay, so that's it. So what do you need to carefully follow the steps in transforming the general form of quadratic function into vertex form? So you have to answer this one. Then how can this how can this concept on transforming general form of quadratic function into vertex form be applicable to real life situation? So in your opinion, how will you use that one or apply that one in real life situation? So next one. So we have here, read me. You have seen in the illustrative examples that quadratic function in general form, which is this one, that is the general form, can be transformed into vertex form, which is in this form. Then, where point hk is the vertex of the quadratic function. So this process will be easier if you know how to express square of binomial to perfect square trinomial and vice versa. So we have here activity 1. So your activity 1 here is transform my color. So match the given square of binomial to its corresponding product in set A, and the given perfect square trinomial to its corresponding factors in set B. So show your answer by shading the corresponding products and factors with the same color shown in the given. Okay, so you have to use crayons here. So you have from here, okay, from here, this is your A. You have to match it with B. For example, this one, you have to match it. If you're going to expand this one, look for the answer here. Saan ba yan? Okay, so saan ang answer dyan? Okay, next. How about this? Okay, wait. Set B. So this is your set B. So saan kayang answer? Like for this one, for example, this one. If you're going to match it in A, saan kaya yan? Okay, dito yung banda. Sa taas. Sa taas. Dito banda. Saan kaya yan? Okay, if you're going to match it. For me, it's like this. No, the direction should be like this. Okay, be careful with this one. This is your set A, this is your set B, this is your A, this is your B. So you're going to match, you're going to color, okay, you're going to color, okay, the corresponding answer to this one. For example, the answer of this is this one. So you have to color this one with yellow too. If your answer here is this one, so you have to color also this one by green. If your answer here is this one, then you have to color also blue here. So the same process down, okay, this one on this one. So the same process here. If your this one is corresponding to this one, then you have to color also this one with red. So if your answer for this one is this, then you have to color also this one by yellow. So yon. Kasi you cannot find the answer of this here on the other side. So it must be here down. So yung sa taas dito din. Okay. Yan. Next activity you have here. Okay, so you're going to transform. Just follow the steps discussed earlier. So just follow the steps. And then activity 3. Okay. In activity 3, the formula to transform using the H and K, transform the general form by completing the steps, okay, into vertex form. Okay, next. Substitute the value of A, H, and K in the vertex form. So you have to write here in vertex form. That is already in vertex form. You just substitute the value of A, H, and K. Determine the vertex of quadratic function. So determining the vertex of quadratic function, and then apply the formula. Okay, applying the formula, then you have here for K, the value of K. Then applying the formula for H, that is your H. Then identifying the values of A, B, and C, then you have here, and write the given. So writing the given, this is the given. So you're going to write here. So this one, you have to write the vertex here. What are the vertex? And then give the value of H here. And then find the value of A, B, since you have already A, B, C, then you have the equation. This is another one here on the other side. So the same process. Base here, what are the values of A, B, and C? And then what is the value of K? Base from here. Then since you have the vertex, what is that in vertex form? So you have to write the vertex form here. Okay, next. So we have the key points. These are the steps. Okay, we already discussed. Write the general form of quadratic equation, group together the terms containing x, and factor out. That's it. So assessment 1, you just match the given quadratic function to its equivalent vertex form by connecting the smiley and heart shapes. Okay, so just connect. Like for example, if the answer here is this one, we just connect the two. Okay, we just connect the two, the smiley and the heart. Okay, here determine the values of H and K. So you have to determine the value of H and K only. And then, because it is already given in vertex form, so you can just easily find the H and K. So, and decode the message. Decode the message. So, give the answer. Give the answer here. Where's the answer there? Okay, like for example, if the value here of H is -2 and your K is 3, okay, -2 and 3, therefore the letter is E. Therefore, you will write E here. If, for example, the value of H and K here is -1 and 4, therefore it should be letter F there. Okay, so that's it. You decode the message. Okay, here also guess the phrase. So write the indicated letter of the quadratic function in the form y equals to ax plus bx, ax squared rather, plus bx plus c into the message circle that corresponds to its equivalent vertex form to come up with phrase. So you just write the letters here. Okay, so you just write the corresponding letter there to decode the message. So that's all for this one. So that's all for this one. So I hope that you learned something from this, and you can also answer your module or your CAPS letter. So thank you very much, and do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching.